Yesterday on the show, we brought you the charming healthcare worker who took to social media to encourage women to get out there, get on dating apps, all with the intention of hurting ICE officers. Here's part of her seriously deranged rant.
Are the single ladies where these ICE guys are going have a chance to do something, you know, not without risk, but could help the cause for sure. Get on Tinder, get on Hinge, find these guys. They're around. They're an ICE agent, bring some X-Lax and put it in their drinks. Get them sick. You know, nobody's gonna die. Just enough to incapacitate them, get them off the street for the next day. Highly, easily deniable. You know, you could get sick too. Won't eat there again. I'm just saying, let's get them where they eat.
Yeah, and there's so much more. She kept posting and really inspiring stuff like that. This woman was working as a nurse and she has now lost her job. Virginia Commonwealth University Health said in a statement to Fox News Digital, following an investigation, the individual involved in the social media video is no longer employed by VCU Health. Now, the hospital and police are investigating the woman over those posts. But what we're still seeing on our screens every day, not just our phone screens, our TV screens, are people on the left screaming Nazi, comparing ICE officers to Nazis. We've heard it from Democrats like Tim Walz, and now left-wing comedians like Stephen Colbert are using it as material for their jokes.
Bavino went on complaining.
Look, Dana, they're trying to portray Border Patrol agents and ICE agents as Gestapo, Nazi, and many other words.
Yes, do not compare ICE or Border Patrol agents to the Nazis. That's an unfair comparison. The Nazis were willing to show their faces.
Slow clap for Stephen Colbert. I mean, is anyone still surprised that his show has been cancelled? His show will be finishing up in May. And then there's Jimmy Kimmel, the guy who lied about Charlie Kirk's murder, cried about it only because he was suspended for a week. Well, he's now brought out the tears on stage once again.
If our leaders are intentionally creating and encouraging violence and fear, then I hope you will also agree we need new leaders, because these are not leaders. And to the people of Minneapolis, to the Preddy family and the Good family, and these people who were looking out for their neighbors, we want you to know that we are with you and you are not alone. And I'll tell you another thing. We also want to see those Epstein files already.
Yeah. He's such a fake actor. I mean, there were no tears for Charlie Kirk, Irina Zavrutska, or Laken Riley, the 22-year-old nursing student who was killed by an illegal immigrant. Look, I think what happened in Minnesota is absolutely tragic, I do. But obstructing law enforcement operations while armed with a gun, it's not a great idea. And if people keep hearing that ICE officers are Nazis from Democrats, from the mainstream media, you're just going to be seeing more people wanting to take to the streets and wanting to get in the way of ICE operations. Just finally, on the media's coverage of all of this, Joe Rogan has blasted MS Now, formerly known as MSNBC, for apparently editing the photograph of Alex Preddy to make him look more attractive in their media coverage. Look at this.
Did you see what MSNBC did to his image?
Yeah. Where they gussied
Basically
it up?
did the opposite of what CNN did to me. You know, CNN during the COVID times turned me green, and they made me ugly and look like I was dying, and they made him handsome.
Yeah.
So people would be more sympathetic to him getting shot, which is kind of wild. Like, are ugly people less valuable to MSNBC?
Less marketable?
That is crazy to me. Like, look at the difference.
Yeah.
Look at the difference. They shortened up his face. They gave him a little bit of a tan. They widened his face a little bit, it seems like. They just made him a little handsomer.
Yeah,
a little hotter.
They gave him a bit of that Chad jaw, didn't they?
They shrunk his nose a little too, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
They shrunk his nose,
Yeah.
gave him a little bit of a handsome jaw. So he looks like an
Even made
American.
him, if you look at the shoulders, it even looks like they may have plumped up the shoulders there a bit.
A little bit, yeah. The one on the right looks like he's a little plumper. Yeah. They changed the tone of the color. Wild.
I mean, MS now, they're not even trying to rebuild trust. The way they just lie to you, lie to their audience, so embarrassing.